First of all, let's make hot and sour gyoza soup. A sour and slightly spicy soup with super tasty and easy to make dumplings. I'm cutting up carrot and shiitake mushroom. I think about 1 shiitake mushroom per 2 servings is about right. And I also add green onion. You can substitute with other veggies if you want. Shred ginger as well. Ginger warms the body and is perfect for winter. Usually when we make gyoza, we add vegetables. But today I will teach you an easier and simpler way to make gyoza. Use ground pork. Grate ginger here. Add sake, soy sauce, sesame oil, and salt and pepper. Stir thoroughly until sticky. The stickier the meat are, the juicier and tastier they will be. Prepare the dumpling wrappers. Today I'm going to show you the perfect wrapping for soup. First, put this much meat on the center of the wrapper. Put water on the edge of the wrapper. Fold it in half. Make a slight depression in the center. And attach the left and right sides together in the center. It sticks easily with a little water on it. If you press it firmly with your fingers, it will not lose its shape after it's placed in the soup. Now that the gyoza dumplings are ready, let's make the soup. Pour a little sesame oil. Stir fry carrot and ginger for 1 to 2 minutes. It has a nice aroma of ginger. Add water and chicken stock powder. Bring to a boil and add gyoza here. Cover and simmer for 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, add sugar, soy sauce, and the rest of ingredients, shiitake mushroom and green onion. We will heat this. Prepare potato starch. This thickens the soup and makes it tastier, but if you don't have it, skip it. Mix 1 teaspoon potato starch with 2 teaspoons of water. Add this to the soup and cook over high heat for 1 minute. It will thicken slightly. Prepare beaten egg during this time. Add the beaten egg. If you put the eggs in the soup while it's still boiling, the soup will not become cloudy and the eggs will be cooked. When egg is cooked, turn off the heat. Add rice vinegar here. The key is to add the vinegar after turning off the heat to maximize its good flavor. And if you have ryu, put it as much as you like. If you don't have it, you can add chili pepper and sesame oil. What a wonderful way to get carbs, vegetables, and meat in one bowl of soup. Next one is Japanese-style tomato soup. This simple yet delicious soup is packed with complex umami flavors. I chose broccoli and shimeji mushrooms as ingredients, but I think any ingredients that would go well with pasta, tomato sauce would work. The key is to cook tuna together. This makes tomato soup extremely tasty. And the most important ingredient, tomato juice. After eating this soup, I wanted to stock my house with lots of tomato juice. For 2 servings of soup, add 200 ml of tomato juice and the same amount of water. Add stock powder. This is called consomme, meat and vegetable stock. Add water and simmer until broccoli is cooked. When the ingredients are cooked, add a little soy sauce. Miso paste is also added to give it a rich flavor. It's best to turn off the heat just before adding miso. Taste and season to taste with salt and pepper. Of course, it's delicious as is, but you could also add bread or pasta or even rice and cheese for a simple breakfast. Sprinkle Parmesan cheese as you like. Next one is spicy chicken egg soup. This is the perfect soup for those who want a slightly spicy soup or want to make a chicken soup that is a little different from the usual. After cutting your favorite vegetables, I use green onion and spinach by the way. Prepare the sauce in advance. In a small mixing bowl, combine chicken stock powder, doubanjian. A good substitute for doubanjian is to mix this gochujang. If you don't have gochujang, try mixing these together. Soy sauce, sugar, and miso paste. I forgot grated ginger and garlic. Making this sauce ahead of time makes it easier later. Next, let's cook chicken. Grill the chicken skin side down until slightly browned. Please oil the pan as needed. Sprinkle salt and pepper. The charring adds a nice aroma to the soup. When the skin is a nice golden brown, add vegetables, add water, cook for a while. After cooking for 2 minutes, add the sauce. Wait until the chicken is fully cooked. Skim the foam from the top of the soup. Finally, add beaten eggs to the boiling water. Eggs go great with spicy soup. This is a mildly spicy soup, so if you like it hot, add more chili pepper. Next one is stuffed cabbage soup. This is a soup, but it can also be a main dish. It's a healthy yet nutritious and filling soup that is highly recommended for those on a diet. First, chop the onion and carrot. Prepare the cabbage by cutting the core like this since it's used in the form of large leaves. The first 3 vegetables are sufficient, but I'll add broccoli too. Cook cabbage in microwave for 2 minutes to soften. You can also boil it in the pot. Broccoli is also cooked together. I didn't need to put the broccoli in the microwave because I'd add it to the soup later. Next, mix mixed veggies with ground chicken. It can be made very low in calories because it uses ground chicken breast. Add salt and pepper. It's also delicious with ground pork, panko, and milk. Panko and milk are added to make it easier to put together. It's not very fatty, so you don't need to knead it that much. Once the meat is nice and cohesive, wrap in cabbage. Remove the core of the cabbage with a knife. One piece is a little big, so cut it in half. Place this amount of meat on the cabbage and roll it up. Be sure to let the cabbage cook a little bit because this process will not work if the cabbage is not tender. Fold the side part of the cabbage inside to stabilize the shape. Place the cabbage in the pan with the closed end down so that the meat does not stick out. The taste of the soup is very simple, but it makes this stuffed cabbage taste even better. Put water, dashi powder, sake, and soy sauce in a pot. Add the cabbage from earlier. Simmer over low heat for 20 minutes. When about 3 minutes remain, add broccoli. I made a little too much stuffed cabbage this time, so the amount of soup is a little low. But you can make it in any quantity you like. Try making this dish by adding vegetables and mushroom left over in your fridge. The flavor of the soup is simple, so it goes well with any ingredient, I think. Next one is Kabocha milk soup. You can use Kabocha squash or any squash you can get your hands on. Potatoes would also be delicious. Kabocha squash is very hard, so I often use it in the microwave to soften it a bit before cutting it. But today it seems not so hard, so I try to cut it as is. Onions are great with kabocha and add sweetness to the soup. I also add shimeji mushroom. You can add other vegetables or your favorite mushrooms. Add 300 ml of water first. I boil these two first because the kabocha takes longer to cook and I want the onions to be soft and sweet. When kabocha squash is cooked, add shimeji mushrooms and milk. Simmer for 1 to 2 minutes until milk is warmed out enough. Turn off the heat just before boiling because milk will separate if boiled too long. Add miso paste. Dissolve well. Milk and miso go very well together, so please try with your favorite ingredients. I also recommend putting cheese on top of this. The last one is Japanese curry soup. I love curry, but it takes more than an hour to make curry. This is a super easy, fast curry dish that I highly recommend. Carrot, onion, and potato. They are the essential 3 ingredients for Japanese curry. Chop these up. Carrots and potatoes should be cut thin or small. Of course, it is delicious with pork or chicken, but today I'm adding sausage. Simmer vegetables in water. When I make curry, I simmer it for at least 30 minutes to thicken the onions. But today's soup just needs to be cooked through, so it's a breeze. After 3 minutes or so, add consomme or other stock powder. Then add sausage. Cook a little longer until potatoes are soft. The ingredients seem to have cooked. Add curry powder. This curry powder contains only spices and no salt, so adding miso or salt will make it tastier. Sugar and miso paste. Season to taste with salt at the end. If you don't have miso, you can substitute soy sauce. After dissolving miso thoroughly, taste and add salt. If you feel lazy to make curry or are bored with your usual soup, please make it.